From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Come on, ready?
Now Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. It's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does Bengals have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Moore, the motion man right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Mahomes firing complete, and he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Butker now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Thomas.
From midfield now, Burrow. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Yeah, this one's high, but not very far. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
11 Thomas.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's McLeod. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
On first down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I'm one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
I'm one, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This one is caught. It's Moore. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's got some space here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything. But in this case, I'm going against my whole thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, or a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he fends him off. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Up the middle they go. McLeod. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go. Get in the huddle.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11,
Chase
MT,
the motion man right.
11, MT,
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On one, ready?
From the 43, here's a second down and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
One, ready?
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, can.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Burrow on first down. That one complete down the field to Smith. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken a 4th quarter lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. Nifty move. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Mixing up the middle. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
On point, ready?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. Room here to run. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Inside handoff to Mixon, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Gun.
Now 2nd and 5.
11. Gotta go.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Jamar Chase. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
On one, ready?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Let's get set.
Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory.
Here we go.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And that's going to be a first down to the 30 as he's brought down inbounds. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish.